Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of the J&J Express Sports Beat. I'm your host Jeffrey Scher.
And I'm John Hayes.
And this week we're going to have Wild Card Weekend. We're going to do a wrap-up of last week's games real quick, and we're going to go right into this Wild Card Weekend. So we'll start off by looking at how we did last week against the spreads. I don't know about you, Johnny, but you didn't do so well this last weekend.
Yep, everyone has a down Sunday.
I hear you.
Down week.
John went 6-9-1 against the spread, and I had an all-star weekend, folks. 11-4-1. I noticed that we're getting a lot more views on the YouTube, so I gotta say hello to everybody out there, and I want to thank everybody for watching. We're going to try to continue this throughout the playoffs, and hopefully we'll get a whole new season next season for the NFL. Just to recap a couple of things, I noticed that John last week had the Bears, but I had the picks. So remember, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you have a good week, sometimes you have a bad week. But to recap the last week's picks, you might want to take a look at last Wednesday's YouTube video, 12/24. Today is 12/31. It's the day before New Year's. Hope everybody's having a good New Year's. Last week also Dallas had 5 turnovers. We both had Dallas in that game. 5 turnovers for Dallas, 4 fumbles. They're out. Philly's in this week. Also, one thing, recapping, the Lions went 0-16. Matt Millen, let me tell you something. He should be banned from the state of Michigan forever. You know?
Got rid of Mangenius.
Yeah, Mangenius is gone with the Jets. You got a lot of changes going on in the NFL. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to get right to the games. There's 4 games this weekend. We're going to be nice and fast. First on Saturday, you got at 4:30 Eastern Time. You got Atlanta 11-5 at Arizona 9-7. Vegas inside line is Arizona getting 1.5 right now. Who do you like, John?
Falcons are a great turnaround story after losing their star quarterback, the rookie coach. I'm going to stay with Atlanta. They're on fire. They look good. They're on the road, laying small number. I'm going to go with the Falcons.
I like the Falcons
They're
too.
on a roll.
We're both with the Falcons on that. Then you got also Saturday night, Indianapolis Colts 12-4. San Diego had a great game against Denver on Sunday night. They're 8-8. San Diego's getting +1 at home. Who do you like in this game, John?
On this one, I'm going to go with the Chargers at home. They use that game as a launching pad into the playoffs. Colts aren't as good as they used to be. It's going to be wild there. It's going to be sold out. Yeah, Chargers. I love the Chargers.
I like the Chargers in this game too. Colts are winners of 9 straight. You got San Diego is going to be tough at home. If they had the running game that they had on Sunday night against Denver, I'm telling you, San Diego is going to have a good game.
It's also on the playoffs. It's usually a favorite and an underdog. So if the favorite does come in with Atlanta, you take the Chargers even more.
Well, also, this is a rematch of Week 12 where the Colts won 23-20 at San Diego, and I think San Diego is ready for this game.
Yeah, everyone's going to think the Colts. They're begging you to take the Chargers, making them a home dog. You go with the Chargers.
Yeah, and then on Sunday we got the Ravens, Baltimore 11-5 at Miami, 11-5. Big turnaround for Miami this year. Miami's getting +3.5 at home. Who do you like in this game?
I mean, that's an easy one, I think. I don't know. What do you like?
I like the Ravens.
Oh, you like the Ravens?
I like the Ravens in this game.
Miami's just unbelievable.
Yeah, but you know what? The Ravens this year already beat them in Game 7, 27-13 at Miami.
Yeah, this is playoffs.
You got also last year, Ravens lost that one game against Miami. Miami went 1-15 last year. Their only win was against the Ravens in overtime. So I got to take the Ravens in this one. I think they're pumped up.
It's a field goal game. If they lose by a field goal, it's a push. But
3.5.
Oh, it is 3.5.
3.5.
It's down to 3 today. I like the
No, it's
Dolphins.
3.5. It's 3.5. As a lot of people ask me, I can tell you this: we use the VegasInsider.com line on the day that we do the taping. So if it's Wednesday today, these lines are fresh from VegasInsider.com this morning.
3.5 that
By
day.
game time, it might be down and it might go up. You never know. But as of right now, it's 3.5. I like the Ravens. Okay. Last game on Sunday, you got Philadelphia Eagles 9-6-1 at Minnesota 10-6. The spread on this game is Minnesota +3. Who do you like in this game, John?
On this game, I'm going to go with the Eagles. Laying the field goal in the paper. You got a field goal on the Vegas pick. I got to go with the Eagles.
I like the Eagles too.
You know, I don't think they're going to have any answers for the Eagles. The offense.
Well, Minnesota's quarterback, Tavares Jackson, he's kind of, up and down. He could go either way. They got Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson, the Eagles are going to focus in on him a lot.
It's going to be tough
You
for
know.
all the road teams playing on. It's going to be wild.
I don't know. I think Philly's shown a lot.
But I do like the Eagles,
last week against Dallas at home.
especially if the Monday night.
Donovan McNabb has a lot to prove.
Yeah, and especially also if Sunday, if early game the Dolphins do win, then the road favorite will come in on this game.
I like so far. We have some disagreements on these games, but that's why they play the game. We'll see what happens. So you like Philly. Just to recap here, in the first game, I like Atlanta, you like Atlanta. We both like Atlanta. The second game, we both like San Diego at home. The second game, he likes Miami. I like the Ravens. And the third game, we both agree with the Eagles. So that's our wrap up for this week.
It's a nice also to teaser if you want to talk about the teasers.
Nah,
no?
Don't. Just go straight with the picks. That's our wrap up for Wild Card Weekend. Hopefully we'll be back next week, moving through the playoffs. This is Jeffrey Scher signing off.
Johnny Hayes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Take care.